Hello there, welcome to Falcon 4. We're again in the IDO 80s from United Operations. And tonight I'm gonna do a quick strike on 2 radar stations. This strike is in preparation for an Oka strike on Shayrat Airbase, where many MiG-21s and MiG-23s are currently still coming from. They repaired the runways, and I'm gonna destroy them once again, but this will be the task of the next flight. This flight is gonna be pretty straightforward, I guess. So, yeah. We want to take out 2 radar stations located in the north of Lebanon. And game plan is gonna be, I want to go NOE and steer free at the push point. Want to use those mountains as cover and sweep in from the west. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, let's recon that. So that's a big radar dome. Let's see if I can get my number 2, my AI wingman, to engage. Well, coming from this direction, it's gonna be, yeah, we'll see. Let's see if the AI wingman can engage the radar domes behind the big radar dome. I'll probably go ahead and just separate my Mark 84s. Yeah, I'm gonna be carrying Mark 84s. Oh, good thing that I reviewed the loadout, because that's not the loadout I intended to have. Oh yeah, I had to redo the refractor flight, so not gonna take 2 wing bags, I'm just gonna take 1, that's enough. This flight should be doable without any wing bags, I think. Well, without any external tanks, but just to make sure, I'm gonna take the little one in the center tank with 300 gallons. I want to have Mark 84's LDGBs. I want to have 4 of them. So will be a little bit on the heavy side, but it should work out pretty fine. Okay. Just a quick review here. I'll be engaging the radar tower, and there's the TV station. There's a radar tower just a little bit down the road. We'll be coming from about will be rather northerly direction. Yeah, that's about 20 or something. I'd guess, if I had to guess. Yeah, 19. Fair enough. So yeah, there's the second thing. Yeah, that should work pretty good. Let's have a quick look at the data card. We'll have a bingo of 3,000 pounds and a choke of 4,000 pounds. There's still a little bit of a wrong yeah, let's reload this. Yes. Okay. So now, I will just Now it has this. Now it has the correct flight plan. Okay, update kneeboard, save. Have to do it again. It's 3000 for the bingo. Update kneeboard, save. Okay, primary target, secondary target, TV station, radar. We have coordinates. We have everything we need. Rotation speed 158. That's pretty standard. Looks like gonna be departing on runway 30. Yeah. Quick look at the map. WTP, auto PPG. I think it's kind of safe. I mean, yeah. Target steer points are looking good too. I'm gonna try to. I have some target steers preset, and I'm gonna try to bring my FCR in ground map onto those targets, lock them up, and tell my wingman to attack my target. So I hope this will work out for having him engage something different than I'm gonna be engaging. I hate flying with wingmans, but yeah. Currently it's too late. Nobody's up. Okay. Just setting myself up here a bit. With my joystick, everything. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, so I might need to. It's good that I did check this. Might need to quickly make sure that this is on manual calibration. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. See if this is reflected in Falcon. Yeah, it is. Okay. Looks like my rudder isn't properly set up. Okay. Might have to back out of the sim just for a bit. Yeah. Okay. Looks like we're good to go. Verify the loadouts, that's looking good. Quick check of the data cartridge. Looks like everything is still where it should be. Quickly check. Yeah, that's set up too. Alright, perfect. Okay. About 15, that's fine. Let's commit to ramp. Okay. Let's do a quick check of the cockpit. Okay. Fuel, engine feed norm, anti-collision light, wingtail, master light switch, norm, battery bed, check, flex track, power check, it's looking good, main power, turn on the radios, gear handle down and locked, and air source norm. Okay, that's looking good. So we are ready for engine start. Let's go ahead and put in JFS 2. Let's wait for the RPM to rise. Here we are. 20%. Secondary caution light is gone. Hydraulic pressure is looking good. And the JFS start switch is back in the off position. And engine caution light is gone too. Right, let's turn on some lightning. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on the avionics and put the INS into a line. Let's go ahead, turn on the HUD. And let's the flicker bit. Okay. Load the data cartridge. and rear altimeter standby, FCR2 on. Let's wait for the FCR bit to start. Let's clear that caution, master caution. Okay, go on the test page and clear the items here. I'm not carrying a TGP, so let's blank that page out. Okay, SMS page. Looks like it has all the correct data loaded. We'll select the center line fuel tank for selective jettison. Looks like there's some other F-16s preparing for their flights. Okay, I'll go ahead and turn on the ECM and countermeasure systems. RWR, jammer, jet flare, and CMDS to standby. RWR is alive. Let's run a system test. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and switch to upfront controls. We'll enter our choker of 4,000 pounds. And we'll keep waiting for the INS to align. Okay, for weapons, let's go into air to ground and quickly check our weapons setup parameters. Okay, I want to do I'm gonna set up two profiles here. Profile 1 is gonna be a pair release with I don't need too much arming delay. I'm fine with that, and well, yeah, nose tail fusing. This is okay. I'm gonna go for nose fusing, so 1 second is good enough. Maybe a little bit of a shallower release angle. 30. Okay, and pair. Good. Profile 2 is gonna be 2 pulses, single with a spacing of 200 feet. Gonna be CCIP. And I want on a release angle of 30 also. So profile 1, well actually, yeah, I need to stay in profile 2. Well, maybe no, profile 1 is gonna be fine for the first target too. You know, I'm gonna do everything visually and later on, yeah, I'm gonna keep that in CCRP2. Later on switch with the nose wheel steering button. First target I wanna hit with 2 of those Mark 84s. Second target also, but I want to
taxi, runway 08.
have a little bit of a spacing between them. Actually, that's for the first target. I want the spacing for the first target. So yeah, we'll see. I'll leave that in profile 2 for now. Okay, that's good for weapon setup. INS is still not aligned. Really needs some time in those old chats. We can do a quick check of the engine, check primer, secondary mode. Quickly ram it up, that's looking smooth. Back to primary mode, let's keep the engine at about 80% and engage the EPU generator test. That's looking good too. We didn't do a
pull up altitude
check of all the
warning
lines.
jammer counter chaff flare.
Okay, that's cool. Let's turn on that cockpit light. Okay, fuel gauge, totalizer 6000. Those two caution lights are coming on, looking good. External centerline tank is feeding. So that's looking good too. Should have a good INS any moment. Okay, let's set up the TECAN. Syria, that's looking good.
Snake 1-1 from at the V tower. You are cleared for takeoff, runway 08.
Okay, my wingman just turned on his taxi light. I think that's because he's aligned. Maybe they are turning on their taxi lights as soon as they're aligned. Okay, I'm in line 2, means we are actually ready for taxi, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through the pre-taxi checklist. It means I need flashing lights. Well, I'm still inside the hangar, so I'll arm the thing outside.
Snake 1-2 from at the V tower. You are cleared for takeoff, runway 08.
Tower Panther, request taxi.
Taxi, runway 08. Hold short.
Taxi runway 08,
Snake
Panther 1.
1-1 from at the V tower. Resume on navigation.
Ground, remove trucks. Ground, remove trucks.
Snake 1-3 from at the V tower. You are cleared for takeoff, runway 08.
Okay, I'll turn on my taxi lights. And there we go.
1-2 from at the V tower. Resume on navigation.
Nose wheel steering. That's good. Good brake check. Okay, now let's arm the seat.
Snake 1-4 from at the V tower. You are cleared for takeoff, runway 08.
Let's turn on the radar altimeter. And I'm gonna also turn on my countermeasures.
1-3 from at the V tower. Resume on navigation.
And we'll dim those floodlights a bit.
Panther 1-1 from at the V tower. You are cleared for takeoff, runway 08. Snake 1-4. Roger V tower. Resume on navigation.
Cleared for takeoff, Panther 1-1. I'm still on the taxiway, but yeah, that's cool. We should have enough time. Yeah, let's go ahead and mirror that into the HUD. Mode select of town station, and yeah, it's dark outside, so I'm excited to how good I'm gonna be able to make out the target. And how good it will work with flying NOE, because technically I don't have NVGs. I mean, I do have them, but I don't want to use them because they didn't have them in the 82. Not that I'm aware of. Taking active runway 08, Panther 1. Okay. Right, let's do a quick look around. Lights looking good. Let's turn on the ACMI. Countermeasures set up. Ejection seat armed. No air brakes out. Master arm off. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's pull them up. That's good, Chad. Let's go. Here we go with the afterburner. Speed's alive. Let's turn off nose wheel steering. And let's wait for 160 for the rotation. 160, rotate.
Panther 1-1.
Yeah, we are heavy.
Roger V tower. Resume on navigation.
Alright, here comes the gear.
Panther 1-2.
Gear up.
Roger V tower. You are cleared for takeoff. Runway 08.
Let's turn off landing lights. Yeah, it's dark. 350 out of burn, and let's check left for steer 2. It is dark, it really is. Okay, let's quickly check. Oh, yeah. So, I want those selected, and here too.
Lobo 1-1. Ready for departure.
Oh, let's check that air. I want those Limas selected in case I need them because they're better. Okay. Oh, forgot to set the QNH. Tower, request QNH. Tower, request QNH.
Answer 1. Ramada Vid approach. 3027.
Okay, 3027. 3027, Panther 1. Ramat David, Panther 1, leaving your airspace. Push, uniform 6. Oh, we don't have AWACS right now. Okay, that's not cool. Yeah, there's no AWACS. Well, that's bad. Okay, where's my number 2? Can't see him. Oh, here he is. He's already dark, so I'll go ahead and turn off the navigation and the position lights. Okay, so it's gonna be some ray gun calls. Ray gun Bulls 235 for 35.
Shark 1-1. Buddy spike.
Ray gun Bulls 239 for 28.
Talon 2-1. Buddy spike.
So yeah,
2 in position.
it's gonna be interesting. Two, close up. 2, close up.
2 closing up.
2, close up.
2 closing up. 2 closing up.
So I won't climb that high because I'm gonna go NOE at steer 3 anyways. I
2
think.
in position.
Yeah, that's better. It's closer now. Still, I'll probably have to kick him out a little bit because I wanna have him go trail. Reagan Bulls 299 for 40.
Claw 2-2. Buddy spike.
It's mostly F-15s now out there, I guess. Okay. Let's go and push the F3. So I'm at danger 16. I think I'm gonna stay here and keep it as is. Yeah. So soon as we hit steer 3, we're going to go NOE. So I'm gonna do the fence in right now. 2, fence in. 2, fence in. Oh, come on. 2, fence in. 2, fence in. Yeah. So that's working great.
Two, fence in.
Light off, that's looking good. That's also looking good. Master arm on. And yeah, that's looking good too. Okay. I'm not sure. I think sometimes I'm using the little pinky switch down on the stick, used for FOV expansion. And I'm as a modifier if I want to talk with the voice activation. So I'm not sure if it's always grabbing the key, or if BMS is grabbing it and eating it. Sometimes it just won't cut it. Okay, we're about 13 miles from steer 3, so we'll arrive there at 2:12. There 2:12, that's in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's fine, so can pull a little back on the throttle. RWR is still clean, just some friendly 15s out on our left 10 and something to our 4 right. That's on our 6. On our 6 it's probably the guys out of our package. It's Eagle 1. Eagle 1, and they're on 13 Yankees, so they're 13 miles behind us. Okay, well, it doesn't look too bad. I think we'll be able to make out the radar station. Should work. Might have to adjust the HUD brightness a little bit like that, but I think it should work. All right, we're reaching the push point. Yeah, here we are. Let's switch to steer 4 and let's go inverted and NOE. Oh, and 2, go trail. 2, go trail.
Altitude.
2, going trail.
Pull up.
So yeah, it is dark. So we need to be careful here. Need to keep my eyes out. Yeah, that's really nasty, because those
2, in position.
yeah, those sand dunes, or yeah, hills. There's really not much contrast going on here, so it's hard to make out our height above the ground. I'd love to have a lantern pod right here on that jet, but I think it doesn't have one. At least in BMS it doesn't. I think they I need to do some research. Maybe they had lantern pods. Okay.
Altitude. Altitude.
Disable the tunnel station. To kick out. To kick out. Well, this won't work. I'm sure I won't be able to guide number 2 on the right targets. Let's go ahead and turn that on, so we'll see if any search radars are pinging us. I mean, they may be doing that soon anyways. Okay, so IP inbound, let's go air to ground mode.
Answer 1-2, let me out of.
2 weapons free.
2, we'll go.
I'm not sure what number 2 is gonna do. If he's gonna deliver the bombs right on. If he's going to deliver them on his target, I'm gonna try and deliver them on my target. So, yeah, well, too late. And that's pretty close for a bombs release. That's probably, yeah, too close. I hope I don't get any. Well, that's if you don't see shit. It was not how I wanted it, but it worked out. Okay, let's switch to tier 7. I want profile, profile 1. So still just 15s. That's good news. 2, rejoin. 2, rejoin.
Answer 1-2, on my way.
So somewhere over there should be the second target. I think I'm gonna deliver that CCRP-2, but maybe I'm gonna try to loft them for, in this case. I'll do something cool once. So, yeah, I have visual, I can see it. Yeah, that's the target. Still, I'm gonna try and do a loft release. So that's probably was too slow. Yeah, it was. Anyway, I'll try and do it CCRP from here.
Altitude. Altitude.
And off we
Chaff
go.
flare. Chaff flare.
Caution. Caution.
Yeah, some search radar illuminated me just now. Okay, that's good. I think we're good. Let's some good hits. Oh, there's some AAA up on our 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock now.
Chaff flare.
Let's go music on. 2 music on. 2 music on.
2 music.
Okay. Okay, we'll head back to steer 8, and which means we're going back home. So that's probably a successful strike. I don't know how number 2 did, but I think that's something why I don't like flying those things with AI wingman. Who's that? That number 2?
Answer 1-2, buddy spike.
Yeah, that's number 2. So he's flying well. That's interesting how he's... where he is. That's some cool terrain down there.
Eagle 1-1, engaging target bearing 200, 10 miles, 31,000.
Oh yeah, they are engaging some air-to-air threats, or air threats. So that's the burning target. I mean, let's see. 2, say weapons. 2, say weapons. 2, say weapons. 2, weapons. What did I... Oh, and maybe... 2, ops check.
2, fuel state 6-6.
2, weapons check. 2, weapons check. 2, check weapons. 2, say status.
2, all clear.
Well, I guess I had say weapons somewhere down there.
Panther 1-2. 4 bombs.
Okay, he didn't
4,
drop
8.
anything.
Fuel state
So
6-5.
I'll go ahead and put in number 17 and ground map. To attack my target. I really hate it that it doesn't work like how it should. Need to check out that speech engine again. So yeah, there's the AAA
Chaff
down
flare.
there.
Chaff flare. Chaff flare. Chaff flare. Chaff flare.
to say posit.
Panther 1-1, Panther 1-2. My posit, bearing 245, 1 mile. Angel 16.
Angel 16. What the? The hell is this guy doing all the way up there?
Bombs away.
Okay.
Bombs away.
To rejoin. To rejoin. Yeah, this really isn't working like I wanted.
Panther 1-2.
Sometimes
On
it's
my way.
working pretty good. I need to. Voice attack is dependent on, yeah, I don't know what, but it's using them. It's actually currently it's using the Microsoft speech engine from Windows 10 for like for the voice detection. And I mean, I even installed the English speech recognition version and package, but still, I mean, I'm no native speaker, as you might have noticed, but when I was training the software, this was not very pleasant. I even told him some of the call signs, so he has them in his database. But yeah, especially some words like to, he often recognized it as like to in TO and not TWO. I mean, it makes sense, but yeah. So let's climb back to altitude. I hope. Actually, let's do it. Let's do it without burner. But it's a pretty critical point because all they have that really can hurt me is IR SAMs. Most of the other stuff is already wiped out, so there's no radar guided SAMs. Or none in this area. There's just some AAA, and that AAA isn't gonna hurt me at this altitude. So yeah, same thing is true for the IR SAMs. I mean, I maybe could have done that strike just by flying high and doing everything CCRP, but first of all, it's not so much fun. Second of all, I don't know if they scramble some MiGs. Apparently they didn't, because there are none at my 6 right now, but if they do, it's a good idea to not have to deal with MiGs before delivering the bombs. 2, music off. 2, music off. Need to have a look at the voice activation and see what he thinks I'm saying. Reagan, Bulls 286 for 45.
4-1-1, buddy spike.
2, music off. 2, music off. I mean, come on. There's no real difference in So that's the reason why I think it may be related to the button. 2, pause it.
Panther 1-1, Panther 1-2. My posit, bearing 040, 4 miles. Angel 24.
Two, go fluid 4. 2, go fluid. 2, go fluid. 2, go fluid. Need to
2,
say
going
it a
fluid.
little bit slower, maybe. Okay. There's some F-15s fighting the burners. I mean, are they like doing their cap in burners down at 21,000 feet, 20,000? What's this altitude? Yeah, but is it 2 of them?
Python 1-2, buddy spike. Claw 1-1, buddy spike.
Yeah, that's Claw 1-1. Dangerous 21. Going crazy with his burners. Alright, still have plenty of fuel. Where's number 2? 1.1 miles. Well, he'll make it. Let's plug in the burners and go fast. Two, fans out. 2, fans out. 2, fans out. Doesn't like me. 2, fans out. Maybe I need to check with my microphone position. Okay, let's go ahead and
2, fence out.
we'll bring that master switch back to okay, master arm off. Lights are back on. And I have
in
visual on Ramat David. I'll bring it down for a quick landing. Let's do a quick debrief and well, tomorrow I'm gonna do an early morning strike at Shaikal, I think was the name of the airbase. In game time it's gonna be early morning. Oh. Well, yeah, that's some fluid. That's some nice fluid formation. Two, go wedge. 2, go wedge. Hey, he used the flight. 2, go wedge. I really want to know what he's thinking that I'm saying. Okay, let's push uniform 15. And let's go ahead and bring her down. Throttle idle. And, whoa, that was some negative cheese there. Can do that slower. Tower Panther, request wind check. Tower Panther, wind check.
Panther 1-1. Ramada Vid approach 010 at 02 knots.
Tower Panther, request QNH.
Panther 1. Ramada Vid approach 3027.
Tower Panther, request landing.
Good evening, Panther 1. Ramada Vid approach.
Well,
runway
2 seems to
08.
be
Welcome
really
back.
his problem because all the
Panther 1-2,
communication with the
inbound for
tower
landing.
is working.
Altitude. Altitude.
So I didn't listen too good to those ATC calls. Tower Panther, what's the landing runway?
Panther 1-1. Ramada Vid approach. Runway 08 for landing.
That's right. And the speech recognition is good. Only the 2 seems to be making problems because, I mean, that's a way more complex call he has to evaluate. Because how the command is set up, it's like tower, then it's optional which call sign I'm at. So there's Panther, Cowboy, and everything. He has to check for everything of that, and then the request landing or the what's the landing runway. That's
Panther 1-2.
yeah.
Descend to 5,000. Maintain 250 knots. Turn left heading 225. Runway 08.
Okay. Let's quickly prepare the jet for landing. Landing lights 2 on. Master arm is off, that's good. And well, we can turn off the radar, we don't need it anymore. Now let's bleed some speed in this turn. Pull some cheese. About 2 G. And bring her around for a final course of 08. We'll intercept that shortly. And soon we'll bring out the gear. So here we are on final. Ramatavid Panther 1 on final request full stop. Okay, let's bring down the gear. Here it is.
Good evening, Panther 1-1. Ramada V Tower. Cleared for landing.
3 green.
Runway 08. Check gear down.
And landing lights on. Good puppy lights. Let's turn that off. Yeah, that's a good approach, I think. That's looking pleasant. Now we're almost on the dot.
Viper 1-1.
On donut.
You are cleared for takeoff. Runway 08.
Well, is he really clearing those guys for takeoff right now?
Panther
Oh
1-2.
my
Descend
fucking
to
god.
5,000. Maintain
Whoa,
250 knots. Turn
that's
right
very
heading
dangerous.
260. Vectors to left base. Runway 08.
Clears them for takeoff and they're rolling on the runway threshold. Wow. Yeah, well, that's not so cool. You not see that often, but sometimes it happens with the Falcon ATC. I mean, it would be okay if it clears them now for takeoff. That's
Viper
cool.
1-2. I'm at the V tower. Cleared for departure.
But that was way too early.
Viper 1-1. I'm at the V tower. Resume on navigation. Panther 1-2. Descend to 4,000.
Shark 1-1, inbound for landing.
Panther 1-1. Clear runway. Incoming traffic.
Yeah, I'm leaving the runway
Good
already.
evening. Shark 1. Ramadavit approach. Runway 08.
How about
Welcome
not
back.
letting anyone else
Viper
enter my
1-2.
runway?
Ramadavit tower. Resume on navigation.
Okay, so in conclusion, it was still a pretty successful flight, I'd say that.
Panther 1-2. Descend to 3,000. Maintain 230 knots. Turn left heading 175.
Okay. We can disarm the ejection seat as well as turn the countermeasures to standby. That's fine. We can turn off the radar altimeter.
Descend to
Don't need it anymore.
5,000. Maintain 250 knots. Turn left heading 195. Runway 08.
And we'll head back to our hangar. So I'll have to cross that runway. Crossing runway 30, Panther 1-1.
Panther 1-2. Turn left to final approach course 080. Slow to approach speed. Panther 1-1. I'm at the V tower. Taxi clear of the runway.
Well, I already am.
Panther 1-2, on final.
Not exactly perfect on the spot, but I think it should work. Okay, let's open up the canopy and just quickly go for the shutdown procedure. Turn off everything here.
Good evening. Panther 1-2. I'm at the V tower. Cleared for landing. Runway 08. Check gear down.
Okay, let's shut down the jet. Well, not on the center line, but at least the jet intake. The front wheel is aligned with that marking on the ground. Okay, let's leave the pit. Okay. Okay, it's compiled. What did we get? We got an excellent rating, 5 air-to-ground kills. Well, did he also attack the TV station? Okay, we did some good strikes. I hope that the radar station. Okay, this is at 0. And this is at 40. That's not good because that means the radar is still operational, no damage. And that's not something I wanted. I wanted this radar destroyed, and why did I get no return here? I set this as. Oh, that's interesting. In pit, I opened up the FCR and was wondering why I didn't get any return on the FCR. But well, it's not perfect, but I'm gonna deal with it. That's okay. So the Oka strike will still happen as planned. That's, by the way, the flight plan for it. Let's save the campaign and have a quick look at the ACMI, just to know what happened. Okay, that's us getting airborne. Oh, alright, so the Eagles did overtake us already, so they were in front of us. Then we went NOE. We're going NOE. Going for the target. And I did, well, I think that was the pretty crazy bomb delivery. It's too bad that we don't see the ground, well, not ground units, but the stationary ground targets. Well, I think about here, somewhere at this ridge, yeah, here has to be the radar station, so. Oh, I was at about 1,000 feet above ground. That should be, well, the bombs hit. It should be enough normally. So that's when they hit, and I was. Why didn't it stop? Come on. I wanna know that now. Why isn't spacebar working? Spacebar, now it's working. So the bombs release, and I want to know what height I have. So here we are, and that's HEL 1600. Okay, it's okay. Okay, this guy was going for. Well, then I told him to rejoin because he was. Don't know where he was. Don't know what he was going for actually. Well, then I released them. They came in pairs. Yeah, here was what was that was my failed delivery. My tossing. I mean, need to have a look at that again. Shouldn't be too hard. I think I didn't pull enough G. I need to pull, I think, about 4 or 5 Gs. 4, 2, 5. I mean, it was more like a pop-up delivery in this case. I popped up, went inverted, and did go with CCIP, which worked out pretty fine. It's okay. I had some AAA painting me. It was those guys over there. So no real threat at all. Okay, that's a pretty unspectacular mission. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and see you next time when I'll do the Orca Strike.